Hey guys, it's Reign of Chaos with another video for you guys. Um, I'm gonna be discussing today the LA Chargers' schedule for this upcoming season. As you guys all know, we have the third hardest schedule this upcoming season. So I think that's reasonable. You know, the AFC West was possibly the strongest conference last season as far as defense and scoring and stuff like that, with the Raiders and the Chiefs and the Broncos all having really high games. I mean, even the Chargers had high games too. High up games up in there. Around the 20s and 30s. Either way, let's get this thing on the way. So I'm gonna be discussing preseason and regular season. So preseason, week 1 we face the Seahawks. I think we're gonna lose. I think we're going to be losing by at least 17 points against them. Week 2, we face the Saints. That's another loss. I feel like we're going to lose by 10, maybe a touchdown. Next week, we face the Rams. I feel like that's a win. I feel like we'll possibly beat them by 15, 14 points around there. Next game will possibly be the 49ers for week 4, which is the last game of preseason. I feel like we'll beat them as well, possibly by maybe 20 odd points. I'm just saying that. No offense to you Niner fans. It's just that you guys have one of the worst defenses in the league. So, you gotta agree with me there. Either way, we end up finishing the preseason with a 2-2 record. Regular season, week 1, we faced the Broncos. I feel like with the Chargers having a little bit more talent on their team than the Broncos do. Now, don't get me wrong, the Broncos have a really good team. I just feel like the Chargers have more, talent on their team. Like, if you look at it, the Broncos only have, 8 or 7 first, second rounders that are actually worth something. The Chargers, they have about 16, 17, 15 players that have either first, second, or third rounders that are actually worth something. So, with this being said, I think the Chargers will beat the Broncos by a score of 24-20. I can see this being a back and forth game, especially with with the way the Broncos play with Von Miller, and I think that Shane Ray guy, man, he's gonna be balling out this year. I think that the starting quarterback for the Broncos this year is gonna be Paxton Lynch. I think he beat Simeon for the starting spot. So again, Broncos lose to the Chargers 24-20. Next game, we face the Dolphins. I feel like we beat the Dolphins. I feel like we're gonna beat the Dolphins. I'm sorry about that. We're gonna beat the Dolphins 35-31. Dolphins have a really good defensive line, but I feel like the Chargers' offense is just gonna be too much for them, and I feel like we're gonna win by 4. So it's gonna be 35-31. Next game is week 3 against the Chiefs. I feel like we're going to lose this game, only because the Chiefs just always have our number. So we're going to lose against them 28-17. The next game is the Eagles, so this is week 4. I feel like we're going to beat the Eagles. I feel like we're going to beat the Eagles 21-10, only because their defense is not as great as they used to be. Yes, they got a couple of spots they need to fill in the draft. But I still feel like, our offense and our defense is going to be too much for them. So the next game, which is week 5 against the Giants, I feel like we're going to lose against them. They just have too good of a secondary to, like that, in order for us to beat them. I feel like we're going to lose to them 24-21. It's going to be a really close game. So the next game is going to be against the Raiders, which is week 6. I feel like we're going to beat the Raiders at home. At their home. We're going to beat them by 1 point, so it's going to be 21-20. I feel like Josh Lambo's just going to nail it, last-minute field goal and win it. So the next game is the Broncos. I feel like we're going to sweep the Broncos again, but this time we beat them by 14. We beat them 28-14. So, yeah. The final game before our bye week against the Patriots, I feel like we're just going to get squashed. Tom Brady has always had our number. Whether it's in the playoffs, whether it's in the regular season, either in preseason as well. So, I think we've only beaten the Patriots like 6 times in all of the time we've faced them. So, my prediction is that the Patriots win against the Chargers 35-24. Then we have a bye week. Then in week 10 we face the Jaguars. I feel like the Jaguars are finally going to have a good enough team to contend for against the Colts, Titans, and Texans this year. I feel like they're going to end up beating us 21-17. So yeah, week 11 we face the Bills. I feel like we're going to beat them. I feel like we're going to beat them 30-17. Now, Bills fans, I have the utmost respect for you guys. You guys are really hardcore fans, especially with all the, with your guys' owner dying a couple of years ago. May he rest in peace. But, I feel like that franchise hasn't been good ever since Doug Marrone left. I mean, I know he only had one good year with you guys, but, other than that, he had something for you guys. I don't know why the hell he left, but, let's continue. I feel like we're going to get squashed by the damn Cowboys. We're going to freaking lose 34-10. So, yeah, the next week we face the Browns. We get a redemption against the Browns. We squash the Browns 28-10. I feel like Bosa's going to just kill the crap out of Osweiler or Kessler or Kaiser, whoever the hell the quarterback is. I feel like Bosa's going to get like 3 sacks that game. The next game is against the Redskins. I feel like the Chargers will get a revenge on the Redskins for when we played them against, I think it was back in 2013-14. As we all know, what happened was the Chargers were in the lead. They were behind by 6 points, and we made a touchdown with like 45 seconds to go, and it was called incomplete. So we ultimately lost by 6 points. So I hope the Chargers can actually get revenge on this one. The next game is against the Chiefs. I feel like we're going to win again. I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you my prediction for the score for the Redskins. I feel like the Chargers are going to win 27-14. The Chiefs, which is we face them again week 15. I feel like we're going to win. We're going to beat the Chiefs at their home. We're going to beat them 26-23. Reason I say this is because, look, everybody knows that Arrowhead Stadium is the loudest damn freaking stadium in all the NFL. Okay, their fans is just chaotic when it comes to games, and I think that's a huge distraction. But I think Josh Lambo kicks it in for a last minute win in overtime. So I think we're gonna win in overtime, 26-23. So then week 16 we face the Jets. I feel like we're gonna beat the Jets to 21-16. So regardless of the Jets' is a really good defense, I feel like we're gonna beat them. Then week 17, which is the last game of the regular season, I feel like we're gonna lose to the Raiders by 10 points. It's gonna be 27-17, and I feel like the Raiders are just gonna outplay us the whole game. They're gonna lead the whole game. Start right from there, but I feel like the Chargers are going to try to fight back at the last, maybe around third quarter, they're going to try to fight back, but it's just going to be too late. So, with this being said, the Chargers will go 10-6, make the playoffs for the first time since 2013. I could be wrong, I could be right, but it's like a lot of people have been saying, if the Chargers would have not had so many injuries last season, we would have been a playoff contender. I mean, for God's sakes, we had 22 plus people on injury reserved. We've hired so many people, new people, that I feel like we can be a contender again. I trust in Anthony Lynn to be our basically our backbone we can rely on, and the players seem to like him a lot. The coaches seem to like him a lot. So hopefully he can lead us to greatness like we were back in 2006, 2007, and 2008. So, like I said, guys, overall, the Chargers end up going, with the preseason and regular season, the Chargers end up going 12-8. So, I could be wrong, like I said. If you guys want me to do your team, your guys' regular season or preseason, what I think you guys will go, let me know in the comments. Now, guys, I have been receiving negative comments lately. I've already warned that someone that if he does keep doing that, he will be, his comments will be taken down and he will be banned from this channel, or while being able to comment. So please, guys, if it's one thing to if you're gonna disagree with me on something, okay, that's one thing. But if you're gonna do insults, talk about calling me names and all that other stuff, that's not nice, guys. Come on. Either way, guys, thank you for watching. Love you guys. Hopefully keep watching my videos. Please subscribe to me. Helps me a lot. Gives me confidence. Other than that, guys, just remember, stay classy.